afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Live at 4. It's Friday, and homecoming.
Fans, welcome to Madison. All the Badgers are home at last.
Perfect football weather.
Yes, it is. Exactly. That's the nice thing about the cooler temps.
And that is topping our news today. Homecoming weekend here at Madison. Fill the Hill is today, and so is the homecoming parade. Brady Mallory is live from the UW campus.
3 major strikes are affecting 3 different industries across the country. I'm Bradley Blackburn with where things stand for auto workers, healthcare workers, and Hollywood actors.
And bad news, unfortunately, for Packers fans on the injury front. A key player is out for the season.
Well, let's take a look outside. Now, Dennis, what is it?
Blue heron.
Blue heron. Thank you. Cold is here to stay, and the heron probably isn't. Could be heading south soon.
Looks like you're shivering a little bit.
Cold is here to stay. I already said that. Let's go outside. Jacob's out there.
Hi, Jacob. Oh, you got a jacket on. We haven't seen that in a while.
Yeah, first time I've had to bring this out all season, but I'm going to be wearing this a lot more out here because this cold is not going anywhere. Let's take a look at the current temperatures, lower 50s across all of Dane County. Now, for the most part, we've been in the 40s, but the sun has actually come out just a little bit, and that's increased the temperatures, but only by a few degrees. Across our region, areas are struggling to get to 50. Some areas have not even gotten into the 50s at all today, and this is, like I mentioned, this is going to last for the most part. It might be a little bit warmer, but not going to get anywhere close to what we saw just earlier this week. And it's also been a little bit windy, so it feels a bit colder than it actually is. 9 miles per hour is the wind speed in Madison. Other areas up to 20 miles per hour. Current radar showing some very light rain. Much of our area not really seeing a lot of rain right now, but we could continue to see a few showers over the next few hours. But by the time we get to the later overnight hours, we are expected to be dry. So for your evening forecast, it's going to be chilly, but for the most part, it is going to be cloudy and kind of dry. Again, we could see some showers. It all depends on where some of these rain bands form. But don't expect to see a ton of rain tonight, and don't expect to see a ton of rain tomorrow. But the cold will continue. I'll have more details on your weekend forecast coming up a bit later.
All right, Jacob, thank you. It was a great day for the most part. No match, though, for all the red and white filling up downtown Madison.
We're gearing up for UW-Madison's big homecoming parade.
That's where we find our Brady Mallory, who is giving a special preview of what to expect this evening. Brady.
Yeah, I think I got the red and white memo, wouldn't you say? I'm ready. I'm ready. This is where the party is starting. I'm here on campus, and people are getting ready for the parade. Just right behind me, people are registering for that. We have, a little less than 2 hours before we'll take you there. But I want to introduce you to someone. I'm here with Mariana Ray Hernandez, Vice President of the Homecoming Committee. Whew, you've had a big day.
Oh, early start up at 4 a.m., but we're still kicking and very excited for today, for sure.
What is going to be so special about today, and what are you so excited for?
Well, it's the 175th anniversary of the school. It's the 113th homecoming. It is our 3rd year under the union, which is super exciting. We've had the most entries that we've had since being under the union and our parade today. So we have a ton of cool people coming from all over to be here. So it's amazing.
And what will be different about this parade? You know, we're still kind of recovering from all that mess in 2020. So, what's going to be happening today in terms of kind of getting back to normal?
Well, we're doing our first ever after party, so it's super, super exciting. We're going to have it here, and then we also have our after concert, which is really awesome. We have a list of all the awesome events that we have, so many old, so many new, something for everyone at wiscohoco.com.
And so we will be live at the parade showing people all of the floats, all of the, pomp and circumstance. You know, if people can make it down here, why should they come?
Community is huge here at Madison. Whether you're a student here or not, Spirit is for everybody, so it's really come all be all.
And you told me off camera, that's really special to you and your family, just the school spirit. Why is that?
Well, I'm first generation, so my family came here in the 90s, and we got really into the Wisconsin spirit. And so I came coming to the homecoming parades when I was younger, and now I'm vice president. So it's very full circle for me.
Congrats to you. That's amazing.
Thank you.
Well, you have a lot to do, so I will let you go and get to it. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
And we will be here at 5 and 6 showing you all of the behind-the-scenes stuff of the parade. Oh, look at that, a trolley bus. How about that? I love this. So you can keep watching News 3 Now at 5, News 3 Now at 6, and we'll show you everything that's going on. It's going to be a great day.
And the parade starts at 6?
It starts at 6, so, and we're going to do something kind of cool. If you can't make it out here, don't worry, I've got you covered. We're going to take you through the parade so you don't even have to leave your living rooms.
Oh, we can't wait. And Brady, you look great.
He does.
Yeah. All right, we'll
Thank
check
you.
back. We'll check
Ever
back
think
with
I'd
you in
find a
just
hat to
little
fit over
while.
this?
Boy, the whole thing. All right.
Have fun.
Thank you, Brady.
Have fun down there. Homecoming at UW-Madison actually started bright and early at 5 a.m. this morning with Fill the Hill.
Every year, in honor of one of the most memorable UW pranks ever pulled, the Alumni Association fills Bascom Hill with as many pink flamingos as they can. Each flamingo represents one gift made to the university during Fill the Hill. This year, flamingos are celebrating the university's 175th anniversary.
Private support has been important for the last 175 years, and it'll be important for the next 175 and beyond. But we're so appreciative for the many alumni, community supporters, friends, Badger fans who choose to give back every year to the university and help maintain its excellence.
There's a little less than 1 hour left in Fill the Hill. It ends at 5. And as of 4 p.m., there were over 2,000 gifts totaling $434,000. Head to uwflamingo.com to donate.
Boy, the hill has really filled up over the course of the day. You got one today.
I got one.
I got one as well. And now they tell you where it is.
Yeah.
There's a little map, so you can find exactly where your flamingo
your
is.
name's not on it.
Right.
They all look the same.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, longtime County Executive Joe Parisi announced this week that he's retiring.
That leaves behind almost 30 years of public service, and he sat down with political reporter Will Keneally today, and Will's here now to share more of that conversation.
That's right. So Parisi has kind of seen it all. He started out as Dane County Clerk before moving to the State Assembly, and he was there during the Act 10 protests before leaving the Assembly, and then he went back to the county level, winning a seat as the county executive. He says that there wasn't anything going into that decision now to step down, except it was just the right time for him.
But, you know, I'm at that point where I've accomplished the things I set out to accomplish. My wife has been retired for 3 years now, and I have to admit, that looks pretty good to me. And so we just decided that, you know, it's time to close the book on this chapter and see what's next.
Now, Parisi will officially step down next May, and you can see more from our full interview with Parisi this Sunday on For the Record.
It's been a bit of a tumultuous few years for Parisi, right?
It certainly has been. So he appointed Sheila Stubbs, a former county board supervisor and state assembly representative, to head the Human Services Department, a huge department at Dane County. That got tanked by the county board. And we discussed a little bit of that, like kind of what are we at right now in a state of both state politics and then at the county level, too.
You mentioned that this isn't happening until May, but do we know who's in the pipe to potentially replace him?
I know. I tried to get that out of him if there's anybody waiting in the wings or if he's going to make any endorsements. He's letting people kind of run for themselves until we have a special election to fill that seat. It'll be the county board chair, Patrick Miles, on an interim basis. But some names that we're kind of looking at are possibly Gloria Reyes, who challenged the current Madison mayor this past time around, as well as possibly Sheila Stubbs.
So this is his wife's fault, because his wife is loving it. So he wants
his benefit.
He saw what retirement looks like. He's like, I'm in.
Who can blame him?
All right. We'll see you Sunday at 10:30.
Exactly.
Thank you, Will.
Thank you, Will.
Well, golfers hit the links this morning at the Pleasant View Golf Club in honor of a toddler who affected everybody's lives 6 years ago. Riley Payne was only 19 months old when she passed away in May of 2018 after an 8-month fight with a childhood cancer called neuroblastoma. After the untimely passing of their child, Kate and Tyler Payne established a Round for Riley to raise money for pediatric cancers at the UW Carbone Cancer Center in memory of Riley.
Definitely keeps growing. We have 54 teams. We sold out in 2.5 days this year. So it's been crazy. Obviously, there's no other words to kind of convey my gratitude for everyone that is a part of this. They keep her memory alive, and for that, I'm forever grateful.
The next Round for Riley will be the first Friday of next October. If you want to sponsor or donate, head to this story on our website, channel3000.com.
A team of local nurses and doctors that we've been following all week are wrapping up their week-long mission in Guatemala, providing vital care to people that otherwise wouldn't be able to get those services. Over the past 6 days, the team from SSM Health has performed 11 successful surgeries. Some got emotional as they left the hospital for the last time. The team from Madison says they'll miss the hospital staff and the people of Guatemala who opened their lives to them. Due to ongoing political protests and roadblocks across Guatemala, the team has to leave the country a day earlier than they expected. Luckily, everyone is safe and plans are already being made for another mission in the future.
The United Auto Workers Union announced today it is not expanding its strike against the big three automakers, but says there's still work to be done.
It's one of 3 major strikes currently affecting workers and businesses around the country. Bradley Blackburn is in New York with the latest developments.
As the strike against the big 3 automakers entered its 4th week, the president of the United Auto Workers Union announced what he called a major breakthrough with General Motors.
GM has now agreed in writing to place their electric battery manufacturing under our National Master Agreement.
The breakthrough happened as the union was preparing to expand its walkout against GM.
I wish I were here to announce a tentative agreement at one or more of these companies, but I do want to be really clear. We are making significant progress.
Members have been picketing in targeted strikes across 20 states as the union seeks a 36% wage increase and other benefits. More than 75,000 healthcare workers entered the final day of their strike against Kaiser Permanente without a deal. Nurses, technicians, and others walked off the job for 3 days to protest staff shortages and demand higher pay.
I think that we have made a very big impact, and we'll come out here again if we have to.
And renewed negotiations between the Actors Union and Hollywood Studios resumed Friday and are expected to continue Monday. Members of SAG-AFTRA have been on strike since July.
The spirit and the energy and the determination to see this through and across the finish line is fierce.
Key sticking points include pay issues in the streaming era and the use of artificial intelligence. Bradley Blackburn, CBS News, New York.
The Writers Guild, which had gone on strike in May for similar reasons, ended their strike last month after reaching a deal with the studios. President Biden has announced that he will build a section of the border wall. The president is receiving criticism from political opponents calling him a hypocrite after the administration announced it will build a section of the border wall. New migrants entering states across the country are straining services, leading some Democratic mayors and governors to ask the Biden administration to do something about it. Today, the president defended the decision, saying he has no choice. Congress had already approved the money.
Congress passes legislation to build something, whether it's an aircraft carrier, a wall, or provide for a tax cut. I can't say I don't like it. I'm not going to do it.
The wall will be built along a 20-mile section in Texas near the Rio Grande. It would be 18 feet high with 6-inch wide steel posts. The government says more than 46,000 undocumented entries were recorded in the Rio Grande Valley sector in August.
Some bad news for Packers fans. David Bakhtiari is out for the season. When talking to the media today, Bakhtiari said that playing this year is no longer a possibility, and his focus has now shifted to the 2024 season. The biggest hurdle for Bakhtiari and the Packers relationship will come down to money. Bakhtiari has played just 13 games since his 2020 ACL tear, and by the end of this season, he'll have taken in $71 million of his $92 million 4-year contract extension.
And don't forget, the Packers play Monday night.
Monday night.
So not 2 weeks in a row.
2 weeks,
There's no Packers Sunday. That's all right. We'll wait for Monday.
That's right. It was hard to find weight loss drugs. Might be getting a little easier to find.
We'll take you to a facility making the drug Mounjaro 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We'll have that story when we come back.
We often get asked,
is it really free to hire Gruber Law Offices after an accident?
The answer is very simple. Yes. We don't get paid until we win your case. It costs you nothing up front to hire Gruber Law Offices. The call, the consultation, all free. You pay nothing until we win your case. It's just that simple. Call us today. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Don't mind me. I'm just the flu. I'm quite harmless, really. And when people ask, but aren't you linked to dangerous flu complications like pneumonia, heart attack, and hospitalizations? I just say, but I'm just the flu. It's him. Who? I'm just the flu.
Fight the flu with higher dose flu vaccines from Sanofi. They're proven to provide better flu protection than standard dose flu shots in older adults. They've even been shown to better protect against flu-related complications.
Don't get Fluzone high-dose quadrivalent if you've had a severe allergic reaction to its components, including egg products, or after previous dose of flu vaccine. Don't get Flu-Block quadrivalent if you've had a severe allergic reaction to its components. Tell your healthcare professional if you've had severe muscle weakness after a flu shot. People with weakened immune systems may have a lower vaccine response.
Demand more from your flu shot. To get a Sanofi vaccine, make sure to ask for it by name. Schedule your Sanofi flu shot, available at these preferred national pharmacies.
Get 11% off everything now at Menards. Check out our lighting showroom and update your home with the latest trendy styles and finishes. Patriot Lighting provides a large selection of finishes and designs, so you're sure to find a style at a price that's right for you. With more than 140 stock lights priced under $50. The Torian Outdoor Wall Light is $11.97 after rebate. Visit our lighting showroom or check out all our lighting options on Menards.com.
Save big money at Menards.
When an appliance you rely on goes kaput, you can count on family-owned Brothers Maine, Southern Wisconsin's local appliance authority since 1938. With thousands of in-stock options, we have the brands you want at the lowest prices guaranteed. Even big box can't beat our prices. Our experienced team of appliance experts will help you make the right selection, and we deliver it fast and free to your home. What you need when you need it. Shop appliances you can bring home today at our Madison and Janesville showrooms. Feel like family. Brothers Maine.
Welcome to Dwellings.
Shop our fabulous showroom, Hard Rock Road, Fitchburg.
You're watching News 3 Now, live at 4.
Welcome back. The Badger men's basketball team is getting back to work ahead of the 2023 season with their 7th practice of the fall in the books.
In this week's Wisconsin Huddle, sports director Zach Hanley sat down with longtime Wisconsin forward Tyler Wall after a disappointing season last year. Wall spoke about the goals the team has this year.
We have goals every year, and that's to win a Big Ten championship, that's to make a deep run in the NCAA tournament. And to just have the opportunity is really special. And so it's a long season, as everyone knows. And so I feel like this offseason and going into this preseason, it's been taking it one day at a time. And it's easy to get distracted on a Big Ten championship and being the only one to do that. But it is definitely one of our goals and something that we're striving towards this year.
You can catch the Wisconsin Huddle tonight, immediately following News 3 Now at 6. And if you'd like to watch the magic happen, the show is taped every Monday night at Buck and Honey's at 6 p.m.
In Monona.
In Monona.
Investors on Wall Street were blown away by the jobs report that came out today. The Dow Industrials gained 288 points, ending the week at 33,407. The NASDAQ added 211 points, or more than 1.5%, and the S&P 500 rose 50, well over 1%. Popular diabetes drugs, Ozempic and Wegovy, are
and Mounjaro
are in short supply. I have a contact that just kind of went up.
Well, they're tough.
The manufacturers are seeing demand skyrocket as people also use the drugs for weight loss.
To fight the shortages, Eli Lilly is ramping up production of Mounjaro. Meg Terrell gets an inside look at the facility that is now running 24/7.
Wegovy helped us lose weight. They're some of the most in-demand medicines in the world. Wegovy, FDA approved for weight loss. The diabetes drugs Ozempic and Mounjaro being used off-label, also for weight loss.
People taking Mounjaro lost up to 25 pounds.
In the final 3 months of last year, there were an estimated 9 million prescriptions for drugs like these, a 300% increase since 2020. Without insurance, a 1-month supply of one of these drugs can cost more than $1,000. All 3 are on the FDA's list of drugs in short supply. And by the end of the year, Mounjaro's manufacturer, Eli Lilly, expects FDA approval to treat obesity and potentially millions more people seeking it out.
I feel a strong responsibility that we have to scale these as fast as we can.
We got exclusive access to this Mounjaro manufacturing plant in Durham, North Carolina, where the company is ramping up supply. In this room, plant manager Dan Von Dilligan shows us how it takes only milliseconds to fill the drug into syringes.
How many can this do in an hour?
This is a high-speed filling machine, so on an annual basis, this will fill millions of syringes.
They're running this factory 24/7, tracking every step of the operation along the way.
You're able to see, again, every batch as it flows through the facility.
Is it common for manufacturing sites to run 24/7?
It is. For us, the demand is very high, and we're doing everything that we can to stand up and supply.
Eli Lilly is pouring $4 billion into this plant and another one it's building just 2 hours southwest in an effort to double output by the end of the year.
It's a massive scale of what we're trying to do. I don't think we have never done this as a company, and I think probably nobody else in the industry has scaled this as fast as we're trying to scale.
Can you move any faster than you're already going?
We're moving as fast as we can, but we have to follow certain controls to make sure that the final product meets our safety and quality expectations.
In recent weeks, Lilly and one of its competitors, Novo Nordisk, have both filed lawsuits against med spas, clinics, and compounding pharmacies for allegedly selling unapproved, unsafe versions of their drugs. Both were also recently sued over claims that their drugs can make the stomach empty food too slowly, resulting in abdominal pain and severe vomiting. In response, they say they closely monitor the drugs for safety. Back on the Mounjaro line, Von Dilligan says the team knows the importance of bringing the shortage to an end.
It's truly a privilege to be able to make medicine that's life-changing for our patients.
As the demand for weight loss drugs shows no signs of slowing down. Meg Terrell, CNN, Durham, North Carolina.
It's decorations gone bad. That can only mean one thing.
It's time for Jeannie Mo's coming up after the Jacobs weekend forecast.
What did you get?
A 94.
That's good. AAA Auto Insurance scored a 94 on member satisfaction.
What? AAA Auto Insurance?
Uh-huh. Shh. You can't shush the truth, people. You can't shush the truth.
AAA Auto Insurance. Expect something more.
Nobody wants to think about cold weather, but now's the time to winterproof your home. Is your house cold every winter? Your home needs foam. Are your heating costs too high? Your home needs foam. Do you have different temperatures in different rooms? Your home needs foam. USA Premium Foam is over 35% more efficient than ordinary, weaker insulation. Winterproof now and get 0% financing for 72 months.
USA Insulation.
After 118 years, McGann Furniture is closing its doors. The owners are retiring. Shop now at McGann's Price Crash Going Out of Business sale and take an additional 25% off the already lowest marked sale price. Everything must go. Prices crashed on quality name brand furniture, bedding, dining room sets, and accessories. Free financing. All credit welcome. Special sale hours. Hurry in today to the Price Crash Going Out of Business sale at McGann Furniture, downtown Baraboo. You'll be glad you did.
Salonpas, makers of powerful pain relief patches for 89 years, believes in continuous improvement, like rounded corners that resist peeling, with an array of active ingredients and sizes to relieve your pain. Salonpas, it's good medicine.
It's never about, in the game of golf, just one thing. In Golf Galaxy, we are your team.
We have the fitting bays, we have TrackMan, we have Biomech putter fitting system. We want to fit you with the right apparel, the right footwear. We have everything that you could possibly need to improve your game.
Hello, I'm Tommy Van Ness from the Tommy Van Ness Realty Group. The Tommy Van Ness team has a real passion for real estate and would love to work with you on buying and selling your house. We are a multi-award winning team with over $500 million in sales.
Our strong work ethic and negotiation skills will help guide you through the buying or selling process. If you're considering buying or selling in 2023, now is the time.
Why settle for less? Call Tommy Van Ness.
It's Ford Truck Month. Time to defeat any task in a Ford F-150 with all the capability, productivity, and technology of Ford F-Series. America's best-selling trucks 46 years straight. So get to Ford Truck Month and get into a built Ford tough truck.
Ain't nobody stopping me.
Lease a new Ford F-150 STX for $419 a month for 36 months. Only at your local Ford dealer.
What did you get?
A 94.
That's good. AAA Auto Insurance scored a 94 on member satisfaction.
What? AAA auto insurance.
Uh-huh. You can't shush the truth, people. You can't shush the truth.
AAA Auto Insurance. Expect something more.
Take a look at this. No, it's not April Fool's. Crocs is releasing a limited edition classic cowboy boot for the month they're calling Croctober. Fans of the iconic clogs who want to sport this new look can make the purchase beginning October 23rd. There's even a spinning spur on the back.
I think this is genius. Can we do Croc high heels too?
What a Croc.
I think it's great. They look good too. They look better than regular Crocs.
I'm curious in the high heel Crocs. You made me really intrigued by that.
Well, they're rubber.
How would that work?
the heel
I'm just thinking of the comfort. Yeah, because people who wear them swear by
Yeah, Crocs are fun around the house. Just don't wear them outside in public. Moving along.
The cold weather is really not going anywhere. I'll have the full
That's a Croc too.
Yeah. Oh, I love it.
All the full forecast right after the break.
Feels great today. Love it. All right, thank you, Jacob.
Fry Construction invites you to usher in the fall season with our exclusive fall sale. We're talking about savings of 23%. Many of your neighbors already know how we strive to meet and exceed expectations with each and every project. That's why they voted us Best Roofer 4 years in a row. Experience the best of Madison for yourself with Fry Construction. Get on board for our fall savings. Save 23% off gutters with any full roofing project. Schedule your consultation today at fryconstruction.com.
My late father-in-law lit up a room, but his vision dimmed with age. He had AMD. I didn't know it then, but it can progress to GA, an advanced form of the disease. His struggle with vision loss from AMD made me want to help you see warning signs of GA, like straight lines that seem wavy, blurry or missing visual spots that make it hard to see faces, like this one, or trouble with low light. That makes driving at night a real challenge. If you've been diagnosed with AMD and notice vision changes, don't wait. GA is irreversible. It's important to catch it early. Talk to your eye doctor about GA and learn more at GAWon'tWait.com.
At Lawton Cates, your life counts is more than just a slogan. It means we're committed to seeking justice for those injured by someone else's negligence. It means standing up to the insurance company, helping you with your medical bills, and getting you fully compensated for lost time at work. Have questions? When you contact Lawton Cates, there's no charge for our initial consultation, and there's never a fee until we deliver the results you deserve. At Lawton Cates, your life counts. Call today.
Look, Mom, I found one. Oh, yeah, you did, but we need an ATM from our bank, unless you want to spend a small fortune in fees.
No, thank you. Banking with BMO means more fee-free ATMs than the 2 largest U.S. banks combined, including places like pharmacies and grocery stores.
Saving money and more convenient. Look at you being so helpful.
What'd you expect? You're studying at a help stop.
That's you.
That's me, at a desk.
When a bank helps you get and stay ahead, that's the BMO effect.
Tomorrow is happening right now because at Enbridge, we're modernizing our operations to ensure the world has safe, secure, and sustainable energy today and tomorrow.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Now, I want to start off by talking about the fall color report. And if we look, a lot of the northern portion of the state is at its peak right now. So although it's going to be cold this weekend, this might be the best weekend to drive up north and check it out, because by the time we get to next weekend, it will likely be past the peak and then the leaves will begin to fall. So this might be the best weekend to definitely go check out the fall colors if you can handle the temperatures. But in general, the temperatures aren't going to get much warmer even for next weekend, because we're going to remain cool with highs in the 50s for the weekend and next week. We could see some light rain over the weekend as well, but in general, we're not expecting to see anything significant. The chilly forecast is going to continue for the beginning of the work week, and overnight lows may actually drop below freezing for a few locations. Looking at the current radar, our entire area appears to be dry. There are a few showers moving into our area from the northwest. You know, some rain is still possible throughout the evening over the next few hours, but everything is expected to be pretty light, and it's also not going to last very long. Later overnight, we actually could see some clear skies at times, and the clear skies may continue for the most part during the morning, but clouds are going to increase throughout the afternoon. And then late in the day tomorrow into Sunday, we could see some more light showers. But again, these are going to be very light, not expected to be a huge issue. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, they're going to be dry, but I want to talk a little bit towards about the end of the work week. Thursday and Friday, it is possible that we could see a good amount of rainfall during this time frame. It's still several days out, so this may change, but right now some models are suggesting we could see a good amount of rainfall, but it will mostly be in the form of showers. Not expect to see a ton of thunderstorms. It's generally just too cold for a lot of thunderstorms to form. So let me talk about that cold weather. We'll see low temperatures tonight around 40. Parts of our area could drop up into the upper 30s. Probably going to stay above freezing tonight, but that might not be the case later into the weekends. Now, for your Badgers football forecast, the good news is that we are going to see a good amount of sunshine during the morning hours, but those temperatures are going to be in the lower 50s, and we also are going to see some breezy conditions, so definitely bundle up if you plan on attending the game. And afternoon high temperatures will only be in the middle 50s, very similar to what we saw today, maybe a little bit warmer, but still definitely pretty chilly. For Sunday, much of the same is going to occur. High temperatures in the middle 50s, although we are expected to see a little bit more cloud cover for Sunday. Now take a look at some of these overnight lows. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, we likely will drop into the 30s, and parts of our area could even drop below freezing. And then for Thursday and Friday, that's when our next chance of rain will move through, but those temperatures aren't really going to change all that much. We'll see highs consistently in the 50s, maybe up to 60 on Wednesday, but not even close to what we had earlier in this week. If you remember, we actually hit 80 this last Sunday. Yeah, we're not going to be even close to that, not even going to be close to 70, let alone 80 for the next 10 days. Again, that rainfall Thursday and Friday, right now it's possible it could be significant, but still several days out. A lot can change between now and then. But for the weekend, you know, very cold and some
very cold.
Well, I say very cold compared to what we've seen.
Sure.
And you know, when you have those warm temperatures, the moment it starts to get cold, it just initially it feels a lot colder than it actually is.
That's true.
You got to adjust.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, Jacob. Thank you.
Thanks, Jacob.
Well, it's that time of year again. Pumpkins are appearing on porches. Turkey decor will follow soon.
Some people are even jumping the calendar to put up Christmas lights. I mentioned during the warm weather I should have done that, and other winter decorations early. A few decorations are so elaborate they're actually alarming bystanders who are calling 911.
Jeannie Mose asks, what would you do if you saw these?
What does a crackling Yule log in New York City have in common with a house seemingly ablaze in Glens Falls, New York? Both were truly alarming, but triggered false alarms.
Craziest thing just happened. I saw a fire in a building and called 911. But it turns out it was just a 8-foot TV with a Yule log on it.
Yeah, well, first of all, there's the timing. It ain't even Halloween and people have their Christmas TVs up. Okay, but what Kieran Murray asked was this.
What would you have done?
There was practically unanimous agreement. New Yorkers' motto is, if you see something, say something. Don't worry, you did the right thing. Only a couple of days earlier, the Glens Falls Fire Department was called to this home, which looked to be on fire, but was actually aglow with Halloween spirit. Spooky decor featuring LED lights, a box fan, and a fog machine. The firefighters weren't upset. We like these calls, they wrote on Facebook. It reminded us of the time almost 5 years ago when a Texas homeowner dangled a dummy from his roof, inspired by National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. This Christmas tableau not only resulted in multiple calls to 911, a Good Samaritan even ran to the rescue, talking to the dummy.
Can you reach it?
But even if there was no danger,
Help!
The dummy was still the one on the roof, not those who at least don't act like bumps on a log, a Yule log. Jeannie Mose, CNN.
What is a Yule log anyway?
New York.
Well, at least it brings out the best in people.
If you saw that.
Oh, I would absolutely do the same
Absolutely.
thing. Yeah, especially the house. I've never seen a decoration like that.
I wouldn't recommend it.
No, definitely
Don't
not.
do that.
Don't do that.
All right, coming up next year on Live at 4, we preview the biggest movies coming out for the rest of October.
And then coming up next hour at 5, the UW system is trying to buck bad enrollment trends at certain schools with an automatic in-state enrollment. Our Braden Ross will tell us more at 5.
This guy again?
Pops. Hey, son, you got a little something on your face.
Needed a quick shave.
Quick shave? Respect the process.
It ain't my dad's razor, Dad. It's from Gillette Labs.
Gillette Labs?
Gillette's ultimate shaving experience. This green bar releases trapped hairs from my face.
Game changer.
While the Flex Disc contours to it.
Looking smooth.
Feeling even smoother.
How about hooking me up with some Gillette Labs?
Check your text.
You're the best.
Nah, you're the best.
The best a man can get keeps getting better.
The next generation of shaving is Gillette Labs.
Once you pick up an Arby's cheesesteak, it's gonna be tough to set that thing back down. Hey, put it back. The commercial is not over. Arby's, we have the meats.
Feldco's got you covered this fall with 40% off windows and 40% off roofing. Plus, no interest for 1 year. 40% off windows and roofing won't last long. Call now.
Call 866 for Feldco.
This is you. And you are why we do what we do. Each and every one of you are wonderful, amazing people. So we'll treat you that way on your journey of trusted care. Because the way you feel matters. Unity Point Health Meritor, a partner of UW Health, know how much you matter to this world.
The next generation of streaming is here. Introducing Spectrum One Stream with internet, advanced Wi-Fi, mobile, and now TV with the all-new Xumo Stream Box. It's streaming simplified. Get Spectrum One Stream with fast and reliable internet for $49.99 a month, free advanced Wi-Fi, a free unlimited mobile line, and a free Xumo Stream Box when you add Spectrum TV. Go to spectrum.com/stream, a Spectrum store, or call 833-976-4999.
New at 5, after 27 years working as an elected official, Joe Parisi is retiring. News 3 Now sits down exclusively with the local politician what the future holds for Dane County and for Joe Parisi.
Cooler temperatures are going to continue over the weekend, which means if you plan on attending the Badgers football game, it's going to be pretty cool. More details at 5.
And ahead at 6, the University of Wisconsin system plans to make big changes to its admissions program. How this new initiative may boost enrollment and graduation rates at 6.
Giving the weather satellite a spin, this is the Field Museum. Soldier Field in the background.
That's a beautiful shot with the lake. See the sailboats
What's
in
the
the
temp?
background?
50 degrees.
Nice day.
Sun's out, though. Well, scary movies and Taylor Swift are among the big, you make your own connection, the big new movie releases heading to theaters this month.
Rick Damigella has a preview.
You have some experience with possession.
Yes, more than I'd like.
The Exorcist Believer gets October off to a scary start. The direct sequel to 1973's The Exorcist brings Ellen Burstyn back to her role as Chris McNeil. The first movie in a planned trilogy of films was originally slated to open October 13th, but was scared off by another movie and will now open Friday.
Welcome to the Eras Tour.
If the power of Taylor compels horror movies to change their opening dates, then expect theaters to be filled with Swifties on October 13th when Taylor Swift, the Eras Tour concert film, hits movie screens.
The Osage, their time is over. We got to take back control of our home.
Based on a true story, Killers of the Flower Moon stars Leonardo DiCaprio and Robert De Niro in Martin Scorsese's adaptation of the nonfiction book about the murders of wealthy Osage tribe members after oil is found on their land.
Have you met them yet?
Met who?
Foxy, Bonnie, Chica, and Freddie.
October began on a scary note and ends on another with Five Nights at Freddy's. Based on the popular video game, Freddy's stars the Hunger Games' Josh Hutcherson as an overnight security guard in a pizzeria with haunted animatronics. Not ordering pizza in Hollywood, I'm Rick Damagella.
Well, it's a lot of scary movies.
Yeah, get rid of Halloween.
The Exorcist, no, this is a remake.
Yes, it's a remake, not a re-release. Yeah, a lot of the same actresses in it.
I haven't seen Barbie yet, so.
Oh, that's more my speed. Let's go see Barbie.
Me too. Well, it's homecoming weekend, and one of the UW's better-known alum is back in town.
CBS senior travel editor Peter Greenberg stopped by the studio earlier today, and boy, does he have stories to tell about his days on campus. That's coming up next.
Megan Tim, Director of Community Health at SSM Health. You may know us as healthcare providers, but we live here too.
And as good neighbors, we know our community thrives when we take care of each other.
That's why SSM Health and News 3 Now are sharing the keys to health. Watch for our expert information and advice on air, online, and at fun local events. Join SSM Health and News 3 Now, and together, we'll unlock a healthier community by taking time for kids.
Your heart is the beat of life. If you have heart failure, entrust your heart to Entresto. Entresto helps improve your heart's ability to pump blood to the body. Don't take Entresto if pregnant. It can cause harm or death to an unborn baby. And don't take Entresto with an ACE inhibitor or aliskiren, or if you've had angioedema with an ACE or ARB. The most serious side effects are angioedema, low blood pressure, kidney problems, or high blood potassium. Ask your doctor if Entresto is right for you.
It's never about, in the game of golf, just one thing. It's everything. It's all-encompassing. In Golf Galaxy, we are your team. And if you have a question on your equipment, your fitter's here for you. If you have a question on your swing or something mechanical, our Class A PGA professionals are here for you. If you need help fixing something, our club techs are here for you.
We have the fitting bays, we have the TrackMan, we have Biomech putter fitting system. When you come in, we want to fit you with the right apparel, the right footwear. We have everything that you could possibly need to improve your game.
Okay, Floor & Decor, show me what you've got. This house says spa day all day, but this modern look is so me. How's that for on trend and on budget?
At Floor & Decor, with our high-quality selection at everyday low prices, your upgrade has never been more you. Explore Floor & Decor today.
At Informed Choice Insurance Agency, we're proud of our 5-star reviews.
My agent Matthew explained everything about Medicare and the needed supplemental insurance. He took the time to show me several different plans and the plus and minuses of each policy.
Andrea was amazing, from her knowledge to her presentation to her skills in navigating complicated and intimidating waters. I cannot emphasize enough how much she helped me and my family.
Need help with your Medicare or Marketplace health plans? Get 5-star service at Informed Choice Insurance Agency.
Hold it! Imagine a world with no drama.
I haven't signed Jody's card yet.
Ordering promotional products guaranteed to create memorable moments is an easy mission at 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain.
When it's time to remodel your home, lean on the experts at Brothers Maine for all things appliances. As Madison and Janesville's local appliance authority since 1938, our experienced staff will make your project easy from concept to completion. Better than big box, Brothers Maine has a larger selection, lower prices, and professional advice to bring your vision to life. On time and on budget. From sales to install, we do it all. Feel great about your purchases and feel like family at Brothers Maine.
Well, the jersey Tom Brady wore in the final game of his 23-year career is headed to auction. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers number 12 jersey will be featured at an auction put on by Sotheby's and Wynn Las Vegas during the Las Vegas Grand Prix in November. If you want to place a bid, be prepared to dig deep, and we mean really deep, for the jersey, between $1.5 million and $2.5 million. The seven-time Super Bowl champ wore this jersey on January 16th, which is when the Buccaneers played the Dallas Cowboys in a playoff matchup. As we showed you earlier, it's a big weekend in Madison. It's homecoming on the UW campus.
We're welcoming Badgers from near and far back to their alma mater, including someone you see regularly here on Live at 4.
Peter Greenberg is the senior travel editor for CBS News. A long way from where your career began, but welcome back to Madison.
Well, it's not really a long way from my career began, because it began here.
UW
Absolutely.
School of Journalism, 1967, right?
No.
72.
72 was when
72. That's right. I started in 67.
No, but when you came here.
I got here in 1967. Saw my first cow. No, literally, I saw my first cow. I found out that pop meant soda, things like that, and what the bubbler was.
Why from New York? You grew up in New York.
Yes.
Why'd you come to Madison?
They accepted me. In New York City, in the public school system, they had a budget problem. You could only apply to 3 colleges. Your impossible school, your maybe school, and your slam dunk school. My impossible school is Wesleyan in Middleton, Connecticut. My maybe school, because so many of my friends who were a year older than me had come here and loved it, was Wisconsin. And the slam dunk school is NYU. Well, in April, when the letters came out, I got a letter from Wesleyan that was the most beautifully crafted letter you've ever read, but somewhere in that letter it said, "You can't come here."
That's a classy place.
Right. Then NYU turned me down, my slam dunk school, and luckily enough, because Wisconsin accepted me, my life started here and my career became here.
Where did you live on campus?
I lived in a minimum security prison called Celery Hall.
I lived in Celery, B Tower.
The building is still there.
They just
you know what? Give me some dynamite. It's time. I'm sorry.
They just spent $130 million renovating that.
They're delusional. Let me tell you something. When I stayed there, actually, I went back 2 years ago. I brought my wife. I said, I need you to see something. And I snuck back into Celery Hall. I went up to my room, 415 Eubank Hall, and I knocked on the door, and some sleepy freshman came to the door, and I looked in the room. I said, I lived here? The room was as big as this table, and I had a roommate.
I was in Celery, too, B Tower.
I know. I read that police report. But then I moved over to the west side, West Washington, by the train station. Then I went up to the east side, and then Newsweek hired me because of all the work that we did on the Cardinal, and I became the West Coast correspondent for Newsweek.
Because when you started in journalism, it was a pivotal time on campus. It was the Vietnam War.
More pivotal than that. The University of Wisconsin was the most active, violent campus, anti-war in America, more than Berkeley and Columbia combined. The National Guard hung out at the Capitol. I mean, and every night, my flak jacket, my helmet, we were getting tear gassed Monday through Friday. However, we never had a riot on Saturday because 77,000 people would cram into Camp Randall to watch the Badgers lose. We couldn't win a game. We couldn't win a game, and I'll tell you an amazing story. We're now losing another game. The National Guard has surrounded the campus. They're up on the Capitol, bayonets, tanks, tear gas. They're all waiting, but nobody was rioting because we were at the game, and we were losing. And we were losing something like 17-3 against Iowa. In the last 6 minutes of the game, so you know what's happening. They're throwing Southern Comfort bottles on the field, and the toilet paper's coming because we couldn't win. And then something happened. We recovered a fumble in the end zone, and with 3 minutes left, we scored another touchdown. And then we scored another touchdown. We win 20-17, and 77,000 people come screaming out of Camp Randall, marching up State Street. Wow. The National Guard was not ready for this. And they're looking through the binoculars saying, we didn't know they were going to riot today. Fix bayonets, get the gas register above. And then all of a sudden, the colonel gets on top of his Jeep. Imagine this, right? Looks through his binoculars. He goes, stand down. It's Bucky Badger.
Did you come here to get into journalism, or were you an accidental arrival?
I came here because I was supposed to go to college, and I had a choice. Everybody said, you know, in those days it was 30,000 kids, right? So you have a choice. You can either join the student newspaper or pledge a fraternity. So I went down to Langdon Street, and all of a sudden I see 3 girls standing in front of their sorority house with knee socks and saddle shoes and cans of beer or bottles of beer in their hands, singing, "Daddy wanted me to be a Kappa." I ran right to the school paper. You couldn't stop me. I had to go right to the paper. However, I had no political consciousness. The day I walked into the school paper was the Dow Chemical riots. 165 people in the hospital, tear gas everywhere. I walked in the paper, every window in the paper was broken, right? And I walked in like, I'd like to join the paper. And they said, good, cover this because you're the only guy standing. I did. I wrote the world's worst story, but they printed it. And in those days, the Daily Cardinal was 32 pages long every day. We were the primary campus paper. We were the primary city paper. People took notice of us in the mainstream media. The Cardinal took me on, and the rest is history.
And you heard that somebody say, I read your story, and you were hooked.
Oh, yeah. Well, no. I woke up in Celery Hall the next morning, and people said, hey, how are you? I went, oh, big man on campus. I wrote a story. I said, I'm doing this.
And the rest is history. So what's it like to come back to campus?
It's always great to come back because as much as Madison has changed and all the development, all the real estate that's happened, so much of it hasn't, right? And, you know, I still want to go to the Memorial Union and have my fudge bottom pie, right? I still want to go out. I miss Smokies. Yeah, Smokies is gone.
It's gone.
But you know what? I still can find my cheese curds. I still can find some really great meals. And when I was here, the one thing, thankfully, that has changed, the definition of sautéed was deep fried. When I was here, you had paisans and garganos, and that was it. Now it's a gastronomic revolution. You cannot find a bad meal in Madison. I'm sorry, and it's great, and I love it. Yeah.
It's amazing how much it's changed, though, hasn't it?
Oh yeah, it is.
But it's always home.
It's always
still
home,
feels like
and I
home.
want you to know that at the game, I'll be wearing my letter jacket.
You have a letter jacket?
I have a letter jacket, a real one.
Did you play a sport?
No. They actually gave it to me when I graduated, and it's a real letter jacket, not the ones you buy in the store. I mean, it's the one that's got the big furry thing. Because I had lettered in non-attendance. I'm not kidding. The deans chipped in. They did. They chipped in and got me this jacket, and it still fits, and I'm wearing it tomorrow.
That's the rest of the story. Peter, great to see you again.
Mark, as always.
Welcome home.
Happy New Year's. Happy homecoming.
Yes, now let's win a game.
Yeah, but that's a great story because people don't remember it wasn't always like this.
Oh, no.
We went through a rough period.
Very rough.
All right. We'll be right back.
Biggest sale of the year.
And you can save big
on quality home furnishings throughout the showroom.
Join us for our anniversary sale
and help us celebrate.
Over 25 years at Wanakee Furniture ETC.
Daddy teaches you can be anything in this world that you want to be, right? Don't Daddy teach you that?
Yeah, and it doesn't matter if you're black or white or any color.
See, this is how children think right here. Critical race theory wants to end that.
You can make friends.
Yeah, you can make friends, no matter what color they are. So we need to stop CRT.
The truth wins if we're all brave enough to tell it.
Precision is very proud of our 5-star reviews. I do everything I can to go above and beyond for repairs. No, I'm not an actor. I'm a garage door tech. That's what I do here at Precision.
Precision Door Service, a name you can trust.
My dry eyes made me a burning, stinging 5 times a day.
Makeup smearing, drops user.
I want another option. That's not another drop.
Tyrvaya. It's not another drop. It's the first and only nasal spray for dry eye. Tyrvaya treats the signs and symptoms of dry eye disease fast by helping your body produce its own real tears. Common side effects include sneezing, cough, and throat and nose irritation.
Relying only on drops? Not me. My own real tears are my relief.
Ask your eye doctor about Tyrvaya.
It's our biggest sale of the year. And you can save big
on quality home furnishings throughout the showroom.
Join us for our anniversary sale
and help us celebrate.
Over 25 years at Wanakee Furniture ETC.
New at 5, after 27 years working as a Dane County official, Joe Parisi is retiring. News 3 Now sits down exclusively with the local politician. Find out what the future holds for politics and for the county and Parisi. That's coming up next.
Wisconsin's newest and most exclusive sports show, Wisconsin Huddle. It's a dynamic 30-minute weekly special produced for the die-hard fans of Wisconsin athletics. Watch Wisconsin Huddle Friday nights at 6:30. Brought to you by Ho Chunk Gaming Madison.
Temperatures will remain cool for the next several days, and then we have a chance of rain towards the end of next week. Temperatures will still be cool beyond that as well.
The fresh timer starts the minute a tomato gets picked. That's why at Pick and Save, we shorten the time from harvest to home. So no matter how you shop, you'll have more time to enjoy your fresh produce. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
Don't mind me. I'm just the flu. I'm quite harmless, really. And when people ask, but aren't you linked to dangerous flu complications like pneumonia, heart attack, and hospitalizations? I just say, but I'm just the flu. It's him. Who? I'm just the flu.
Fight the flu with higher dose flu vaccines from Sanofi. They're proven to provide better flu protection than standard dose flu shots in older adults. They've even been shown to better protect against flu-related complications.
Don't get Fluzone high-dose quadrivalent if you've had a severe allergic reaction to its components, including egg products, or after previous dose of flu vaccine. Don't get Flu-Block quadrivalent if you've had a severe allergic reaction to its components. Tell your healthcare professional if you've had severe muscle weakness after a flu shot. People with weakened immune systems may have a lower vaccine response.
Demand more from your flu shot. To get a Sanofi vaccine, make sure to ask for it by name. Schedule your Sanofi flu shot, available at these preferred national pharmacies.
It's Ford Truck Month. Time to defeat any task in a Ford F-150 with all the capability, productivity, and technology of Ford F-Series. America's best-selling trucks 46 years straight. So get to Ford Truck Month and get into a built Ford tough truck.
Ain't nobody stopping me. Lease a new Ford F-150 STX for $419 a month for 36 months. Only at your local Ford dealer.
Get ready for a culinary blast from the past. Madison Magazine's Best of Madison 2023 Taste Throwback Edition. Enjoy rockin' flavors at this totally rad throwback retro extravaganza. Dress to impress in 70s to the 2010 style. Help us honor the Best of Madison Readers Poll winners and celebrate with libations and culinary samples. October 16th, 6 to 9 p.m. at the Edgewater. Get your tickets now at madisonmagazine.com.
At Pick and Save, everyone wins when it comes to savings because you get the same great prices, deals, and rewards on pickup or delivery as you do in store. So no matter how you shop, everyone saves big. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
Well, lots of animal baby news came into the Newshounds World Headquarters this week.
Here's Louie and Oliver with the birthing news on the Newshounds.
Here's the Newshounds, Louie and Oliver, with their World News Roundup.
This week on the Newshounds, a prickly baby.
Some curious meerkats.
And a coalition of baby cheetahs.
But first, these two lion cubs were confiscated in Lebanon from a smuggler of exotic animals. The two cubs were handed over to Animals Lebanon for care as the organization looks for an internationally accredited sanctuary. The two little ones, a male and a female, are estimated to be about 2 months old based on their size and weight. They're now thriving and as cute as can be and are awaiting a trip to their new home.
The Smithsonian Conservation Biology Institute in Virginia recently welcomed 5 cheetah cubs at the zoo's campus. 3 male and 2 female cubs were born to Mother Echo. The zoo describes the newborns as strong, active, and vocal. Footage from the zoo's Cheetah Cub Cam shows the cubs cuddling with their mother and climbing on top of each other.
The San Antonio Zoo in Texas has welcomed 4 new meerkats meerkats to its resident mob, just months after the animals went back on public display for the first time in 27 years. Footage released by the zoo shows the tiny pups poking their heads out of the ground in the habitat. The zoo says these little meerkat babies are an absolute delight, and they're thrilled to offer zoo visitors an opportunity to see these captivating animals up close and in person.
And finally, a new baby porcupet wandered around its den, nibbling on vegetables and nursing from its mother at the Whipsnade Zoo in the UK. Mom Kimba got pregnant after being matched with Winga back in May. The zoo will know the baby's gender after its first checkup in a few months. Cape porcupines, native to Central and Southern Africa, are the largest of all the porcupine species and Africa's largest rodent. They face increasing threats of habitat destruction and hunting, but this little one is safe and sound with Mom.
And that's this week's edition of the News Hounds Now Update.
Have a great weekend, everybody. News 3 Now at 5 starts right now.